The question Locked on Braves posed yesterday was, how does the Atlanta Braves come back from the lowest of lows? I guess they don't. The Braves suffer another loss, this time the game opener, series opener to the San Francisco Giants. It was the Braves were, let's just say Schwellenbach gave up 3 runs in the first inning. But then he settled down. He did settle down. So it was 3-0 for a little while, and then the Braves came back, I think, the fourth inning for 2 runs to make it 3-2. But then it wound up 4-2 not long after that. But then by the seventh inning, the Braves tied it up with a Matt Olson home run to make it 4-4. From the seventh inning all the way to the bottom of the 10th, it was 4-4 until that wild pitch by Pierce Johnson. There was a man on third, Giants man on third, and it was a severe wild pitch, and that was it. Now the Giants won the game just on a wild pitch. It could have went a lot better than that, but it didn't. So many opportunities that the Braves had. Yet again, bases loaded. Where's the grand slams? Where's the home run? Where's something to put the Braves over? Finally over. Now you're 8 games under 500. What is it going to take? What is it going to take for you to, when you got your bases loaded, to knock it out of the park? Where's the grand slams? When was the last time the damn Braves had a grand slam? How about bases loaded double? Can you do that? Can you muster it up? It was a good game. It was a tight game, but you can't afford to keep losing over and over again. It doesn't matter if it's by 1 run. It doesn't matter. You need to put up the numbers big time. You had this Craig Kimbrel. He came in, but he was missing the plate big time. He was missing, put it this way, a lot of balls he was throwing. That's what I meant to say. This Kimbrel guy, I saw what he did in the highlights, what he did in the 2014 when he was pitching 10 years ago for the Braves. He was good. It looked like he was good to go. But tonight, it seemed like the way they were presenting him, like he was just going to come in like a bull in a china shop, sort of, and really clean house. But he struggled, man. If it wasn't for him picking off the man at first base, he did that at least once. Did he do that at least once? And Pierce Johnson did the second one. The ones that tried to steal second base. It was Kimball, and then picked off one, and then Pierce Johnson. But if it wasn't for the stuff like that, his pitching wasn't that awesome. But this is his first night back, so maybe he'll improve and be, his performance might improve to somewhat similar to where he was 10 years ago. Now, I'll be honest with you. Back in 2014, 2010, all that, I checked out in the early 2000s with the Braves because the Braves have had a pattern, and what do they call it? The curse, the Braves curse. They have a pattern of leaving you at the altar, so to speak. They'll bring you all the way to the 9th inning, and then they'll blow it. They'll bring you just like with the third game of Diamondbacks. they were up by 6, and then they blow it. Right? That's been the Braves as long as I could ever remember. So there was times in my life where I just checked out for years, didn't pay attention to them. Screw that. I'm not paying attention to you. I don't care. I don't give a damn. But then there was times when I would start watching him again, So there's a lot of players that I'm not really I haven't been following or abreast of the situation, so to speak, with their pitching and all that, their stats. But the thing is, the way that it's been presented, Locked on Braves say, this Kimbrel, he's supposed to be very promising, and he did play for the Braves before, and he was really good. But tonight, man, he kept throwing ball after ball. I was like, what the hell, man? You're supposed to be good. This is a big thumbs up guy that they're bringing in. Come on, man. Well, long story short, Pierce Johnson, he was doing well. I think he was pitching 2 innings. I think 9th and 10th, if I can remember correctly. He did a hell of a lot better than Ricel, giving up 6 runs in the bottom of the ninth to Diamondbacks, but ridiculous. But that wild pitch, that one pitch, all it takes is for when you have a tight game like that, all it takes is for one blooper. And that's been the Braves. Bloopers, swings and misses, pop outs, forgetting how to play baseball, no heart, no hunger to win, mishaps and nonsense and all this crap. Snit with his bad judgment at times, leaving in Montero a couple games ago in for second inning when he got out of the eighth inning, but Snit put him in for the ninth inning. Blew it. And then there was Blewett that kind of sort of blew it. I mean, I'm going to have to say again, Braves, you suck. You suck. Something's got to give. Something has to give. Now, I know Locked on Braves is saying don't get rid of the coach. Don't get rid of manager Snicker. They replaced the third base coach, and that didn't work. So, yeah, I get it. Replacing coaches that, it might give a good show, or replacing managers, but in the end, it's these $1 million players. These fluky $1 million players need to show up at the game and at the games and play like they're getting paid millions of dollars. Because the way I'm seeing it right now, and I've been seeing it for a while, you got swept 0-7. 0-7 to start the year off. That's like an omen right there. But you gotta get paid. You gotta play like you're getting paid millions of dollars. This ain't just for the Braves. This is for any other fucking team. Millions of dollars. Millions of dollars. Where's your heart? Where's your hunger to win? Like those Rocky movies. You're the underdog. The Rocky, slugs it out till he wins. You're a slugger, right? I mean, you're playing baseball. You need to be acting like you're the underdog, hungry to win, like Rocky Balboa. Not seeing that in the Braves. You'll every now and then that'll poke through. You'll win a game, or you'll slaughter the team in one game, but you'll lose a series. You'll lose. How many games has this Braves team lost out of the last 15? Was it 12? I forgot. It's unbelievable. Time is running, as they say in Canada. Oot. It's time for you to put up or shut up. Yeah, you could turn the ship around, but we needed to start seeing that consistently, not just tonight. Days, if not weeks ago. This right here, 5-4, 5 to fucking 4. Come on. On a wild pitch. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't. 5-4. It was neck and neck towards the end. But one wild pitch. If that's how it's going to go down, you're going to lose because a pitcher threw a wild pitch, then your offense sucks still. You need to put up mega amounts of runs. I want to see 15-4. Because the way the Braves have been playing, you were up 10-4 the other night, and you blew it. You lost 11-10 to the Diamondbacks. You got swept. It's embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. You're not playing like you're getting paid millions of dollars. Matter of fact, they showed the dugout after tonight's game. Don't quote me. I don't know. Ozzy. I don't know who it was, but it looked like this particular player just put on his shades. He's looking down at his iPad. I don't know why he's looking. I don't know what the deal is with the iPad. But he just put on his shades like, my day at the office is done. I'm gonna look at my iPad and see what's up, and just look totally calm and relaxed. If that was me and my team kept playing like shit, I would be you'd see smoke coming out of my ears. Like, you all fucking suck. I might suck too, but you all suck, and we gotta do something. I would have to be the pep talker. I'll be pissed off as shit that we're losing. But it doesn't. Is this team annoyed at itself? Is this team annoyed enough to do something different? Because I'm not getting that impression. You keep losing over and over again. It's ridiculous. We'll see if I think the Giants tonight are 28 and 27, which is just a tad bit over 500. But That's neither here nor there. This team, the Braves, you appear, you present yourself. I mean, the way it looks, you are better than that, but you're playing like you're not better than that. It's the equivalent. In my maybe I could be wrong on this, but I feel like it's equivalent of me going to the gym. I know I could deadlift 320 pounds, but I go to the gym and I'm just going to lift 120 a couple of times and call it a day. Put on my shades and leave. Just lack of. You got to start winning. You got to start pushing. You got to start bearing down on the other team. Make that damn pitcher work. Make him friggin' foul it off. Try to hit it, foul it off, but the swings and misses got to stop. It's got to stop. The going golfing when you're at bat golfing, like trying to scoop up the dirt, that's got to stop. The Fred Flintstone shit's got to stop. Scooping up the dirt when you're trying to bat. I've seen. Remember the cartoons where they're trying to hit the ball, or was it golf? They're trying to go golfing and they keep scooping up the dirt. But that's what it looks like when you swing at those low balls right here. It looks, you swing like this, like you're going golfing. It's just got to stop, and you're missing. The Giants had this one weird play where he just pitched like this, like that, but he struck out. Was it Acuna? Yeah, Acuna struck out a couple of times. This nonsense got to stop. June ain't gonna last forever. We're gonna be in July and August. All Stars coming up. You don't look like all stars whatsoever. Not my opinion. Not from this angle. 5-4. Another 1-game loss. 1-run loss. Because of a wild pitch. You got to do better. Or it's OVA. Over. It's embarrassing.